Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Wrassle Recap. My name is Chris.
My name is Vincent.
And you know what?
This is a
Welcome.
this is a true Wrassle recap.
Yeah, you know what? Welcome back, us. That's what I'm gonna
Welcome
say.
back, us exactly. And Craig is
Welcome.
here too.
He is here. He's not allowed to talk until February's over because I don't trust him to not say something weird. Um, you know, welcome back, us. It's been 2 weeks. Had some personal stuff going on, but we're back now. We missed a good deal of stuff. So let's start off. What's the first thing we're talking about?
Let's talk about Ricky Starks. He's the topic of conversation for the wrestling community. That's for sure.
I don't know about no Ricky Starks. I know about Ricky Saints though.
Exactly. They changed his name. They wouldn't say his name for like 2 weeks, and then they said his name, Ricky Saints, because of the New Orleans connection.
Realistic, I guess, I guess the running theory is because Zoe Starks, right? That's why it couldn't be.
Is that
Uh,
why? I mean, or is it that he didn't want them to own his name?
I don't think that makes sense. Why would you not want people to know your name?
To own his name, just like to, because WWE would have the rights to that name, and then when he leaves, if anything was to happen, then he wouldn't have the rights to that name.
That's possible. I didn't do too much research into the possible reason, but it makes sense if that is why.
I'm not sure if he ever explained it. Like he could have been on a podcast in an interview where he explained why he picked it, but I'm pretty sure he just said like it's New Orleans connected and the Saints is a big part of it, so he just went with that.
I believe it.
Yeah, I
And
mean, and honestly, he's been a star in NXT. Like he's been treated like a star. His new theme song, his in-ring action is pretty good.
new theme song that sounds kind of like the other one, but not really.
Very similar, but it's a bop, honestly.
Yeah,
Definitely got one with this one.
it's all right.
Definitely's
It's
been killing it recently. I'm not gonna lie.
I refuse to give them credit.
Do you hear that fucking Judgment Day theme song? That shit goes crazy.
I do not know about any Judgment Day theme
That
song.
Judgment Day theme, you gotta listen to it. You gotta
I
listen to
don't know if I have to listen to it.
it. Of course you do.
I feel like I don't.
Of course you do. It's a pretty good one. Like you'll listen to that and you'll be like, I want to work out. I want to get muscles.
I have a workout list that's not on it.
It's gonna be on it. Trust me. You gotta take a listen. 2 seconds. You'll be really enamored with it.
Do you want to play a quick game? Actually, here let's do a quick game. On my workout list, there
All
is
right. You know what? I
one.
take up your challenge.
No, no,
Every letter A to Z,
no,
we name a
no,
wrestler, and it's
no,
gotta be the best wrestler of all
no.
times.
That's no. That's something else.
Okay.
Let's see. Eight. There's
I'll
eight
go first.
wrestling.
Selena Vega.
No,
Oh, oh, okay.
not even close. There's eight wrestling theme songs on this list. Guess you have eight slots. Guess which ones it is.
The Judgment Day theme song.
Wrong.
Okay. The Liv Morgan theme song.
Not even close.
The Since you like LA Knight so much, the LA Knight theme song.
That is correct.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm just like
You
that.
got you
It's
got
like that.
one.
The only time I like LA Knight is when I get something right.
And that rhymed too.
I'm basically Kendrick Lamar at this point.
Oh yeah, you can go to the halftime show now.
Exactly. And I'll be a killer at the halftime show, aka they're gonna hate it.
We'll see about it.
Yeah.
The elderly will hate it regardless. Anyway,
What if I play jazz though? They'd love that.
I don't know about that.
I do my best at jazz. They'll love that shit, even though it's gonna sound like a train crash. But whatever.
And they won't love it. They don't like loud noises.
It is true. They'll be like, "We want the football. Get out of here."
Yeah, they'll say that just like that. And then you'll get pulled off stage, they'll throw stuff at you. It won't be good.
Yeah, we want our touchdowns, man. Who let this guy on stage?
I want someone to do a punt kick.
And that's where we come in with the
Yeah.
razzle grabs.
You know who else does the punt kick? You ever hear of Randy Orton? But yeah, no, you
Boo! Get off stage! Boo!
got okay, couple more guesses.
Randy Orton.
Not on here.
What? That's crazy, actually.
Actually, no, hold on. Which one?
The hey, nothing you can say.
Yes.
All right, all right. Why would you say no then?
Because I don't have, like, some of the songs will have the wrestler's picture on it.
Yeah, all right, all right.
This
Look, I
one's,
got other guesses. I got other
yeah,
guesses.
there's six more you gotta get. Which ones do you think it is?
Batista,
Yes.
Edge,
No.
not Edge. Okay, Edge is that's criminal. Okay,
It should, I'm considering it, realizing it's not on here now, but yeah, it's not on here at the moment.
all right. Fandango theme song.
Wrong.
No, okay, that's crazy. A Fandango theme song. You can do the finger thing while you're working out.
Do you want a hint or something? Or
Give me a hint.
okay, there's two Def Rebel ones. There
What?
is
Okay, that's a crime. Okay,
two. They're good ones though.
okay. I don't even
Two
know what to guess at this point. Ridge
two Def
Holland theme
Rebels.
song.
Which one?
Ridge Holland.
Why would you guess it? These are
That's not a
easy.
bad song, really.
Yes. Okay, stop. I'm just gonna tell you, this game is over. You got 3 of 8. Here are the wrestling theme
Better not
songs.
be Shinsuke's themes.
No.
Okay,
1. Swerve's theme song. Big Pressure.
it's not Def Rebel.
I didn't say it was. I just said there's two Def Rebel ones on this list.
Okay, okay.
This Fire, CM Punk theme song. There we go.
Ooh, I should have thought about that.
Broken Dreams, Drew McIntyre.
That's a good one, man. I could have gotten this whole list real.
The two Def Rebel ones you missed. Roman Reigns' theme song.
That's a good one. That's actually good.
And
Not the
Solo
remix though.
Sikoas. No, the original. And
Yeah.
Solo Sikoas.
All right, that's a good. That's a good list.
Along with the 3 you got.
All right, so I win basically.
You did not, you got it barely halfway there, not even.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Mathematically, scientifically, you lost.
Well, at least I try.
Out of 100%, listen, out of 100%, you got 38%.
That's not bad, man. If you flip it around, it's like upside down 38.
Now, what are we even talking about? Ricky Saints?
Ricky Saints.
I got thrown off track here. Ricky Saints, he looks like he's doing good in NXT. Hopefully it goes better than Brian Pillman Jr.
Look at Brian Pillman Jr. What happened to him?
He won the Heritage Cup, and he had a match against Moose on NXT this week.
That actually happened.
It did happen. It was real.
Damn. I'd never heard about this man in my life, besides when he left AEW.
I haven't kept tabs on him either. This is the first I've really seen him. So,
Like
it's
no
on
one
Twitter.
shares him at all. Nobody.
He has a whole group of fans. What do you mean?
Bro's got Pillmanators? What?
You're not a registered Lex offender?
Oh, wait, that's his name. That's him.
Lexus King, that's him.
Lexus King is. Oh, look, okay, that's him. Why did he change his name though?
That was a choice.
What the hell?
Not a good one, but it was a choice.
I thought it was a whole other guy. To be honest, I thought he disappeared.
You thought Lexus King was a whole different guy.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh my god. Unbelievable.
New things learned on this Wrassle Recap, which we did not plan for.
This show is not only for your entertainment, it's also educational at times.
Educational.
Tell us one thing you learned in the comments down below. Anyway, what else we got on the list of stuff to talk about?
The Rock has returned.
The
And he
Rock has
wants
returned,
Cody's soul.
and he said something stupid right off the rip. Isn't that nuts?
I mean, is it really stupid when it's it sounds like a threat, to be honest.
No, look, I want your soul thing. That's not even what I'm talking about. That's a little weird. I want to see where it goes first. I'm talking about when he said that wrestling stories don't always have to culminate in a match.
Well, that was after he did this.
I mean, come on. What do you mean it doesn't have to have a match?
Well, he's just saying that, okay? He's just okay. Him and Cody, he said, have a unique chemistry. So even if they don't lock up in the ring, they can create different segments, and it could be good.
They could do good segment. What's the point if you're not gonna have a
In
match?
fact, they might not even have to. He said they don't even have to get in the same ring together. He could just kind of cut a promo on him, anytime, anywhere, and it could be cool, interesting.
If you don't want to wrestle, what are you doing here? That's the question.
I don't fucking know, man. He's just trying to create a weird story.
Bro just says stuff sometimes. I'm convinced he doesn't always know. Like this is the in and out thing all over again. Bro just makes
Okay.
stuff up for entertainment.
He is acting like he knows what's going on, but he really has no idea. And
Yeah,
that's, it's commendable, to be honest. That's what we're doing right now.
he is a true Ras Grappler in name only. Not a fan of the show, but he has the Wrassle Recap's attitude.
Yeah, The Rock is now honorary Wrassle Grabs.
Rock honorary Ras Grappler. He doesn't know it yet though.
He doesn't know, he doesn't care, he has bigger things to do.
Yeah, but you know what? He is. He's welcome if he wants to come here.
Rocky Maivia.
You don't have to call him by his full government name. That's not necessary. Stop scaring him away.
I was just being respectful.
Like one of the wrestling fans that shows up to a meet and greet calls the wrestler by their real first name.
Look, man, I was just, you tell me Dwayne Johnson's cooler than Rocky Maivia.
Good God, man. Type of guy to show up to a wrestling show and go, man, I'm a big fan of Paul Levesque.
Paul Levesque is insane, by the way.
I sure love Sean Higginbottom.
Sean Higginbottom is the craziest name in wrestling history. Well, actually, Edge's name is pretty crazy.
I'm sure a big fan of Adam Copeland.
No, well, yeah, I guess that is his name. I guess it's not that crazy.
Now, Cope is bad. That's just a bad name. But that's what that is. That's what that sounds like.
Cope. Cope is Cope was a choice. That's for sure. Did we ever talk about that?
I think we must have.
I feel like we did, but I don't know if it was a big deal.
We must have said it briefly, and we were so annoyed, but and so turned off by it. They were just like, you know.
I think I was like, oh, let's just see how it goes. Maybe I'll get used to it. Basically, is what I said.
Well, we got used to Gunther. That was a rough time.
Gunther still doesn't even sound right.
It's not. It's wrong. But think about it. You gotta get used to weird names all the time. Brian Pillman Jr. had to get used to Lexus King.
And I had to get used to not knowing that Brian Pillman Jr. was Lexus King.
Yeah, Seth Rollins had not Seth Rollins. Damian Priest had to get used to being called the bisexual Undertaker. It was a name that was thrust upon him that he might not have asked for, but he's known as that now.
Look, let's talk about something else. How about we talk about that new show, LFG, baby? I only watched the first episode, okay?
I have seen none of it.
What the hell, man? I told you to go see it, and you didn't see it.
I meant to. I've just seen
Okay.
highlights.
So do you want me to talk about it, or do you want to see it, and then we'll review it another time?
Up to you. I mean,
I didn't really want to talk about it unless you saw it. That's why I was going to bring it up.
I saw the important part. What else is there to see?
Yeah, how do you feel about that part?
I think that Bully Ray is an asshole that thinks that he is 10 times more of a bigger star than he really is.
Look, he did do a good job in TNA, okay? So there's no denying that he was actually a big star. I guess he was a big star. Not really considered one in these day and age, but whatever.
Batista has a whole section in his book called Bully Ray is an Asshole. And it's a real story. It's not even a fake story. It's a real story.
And yet they still chose him for this job.
It's just crazy to have Undertaker and Bully Ray on the same panel. Like, Bully Ray's anywhere near the Undertaker.
And they're complete opposites in behavior as well. Like, the Undertaker's respectful, and Bully
Mhm.
Ray is just a bully. Honestly.
You really just tried to shake his hand and show respect, and he's like, bro, I don't gotta shake your hand.
I don't
Like, what
gotta
do you
shake your
mean?
hand until you earn my respect.
Bro, who are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are a tag
There's
team
way more
wrestler your
important people
entire career.
here. Shawn Michaels is here. The Undertaker.
If the
Fucking, who else was
Undertaker,
there? Mickey James.
Booker T there,
Booker T was there, man. Come on.
if they can shake the guy's hand, like, who are you? You know what I mean?
Who really are you? Bully Ray, answer me in the comments.
Yeah, who are you? Block us on Twitter. You won't. Actually, you
No,
will.
okay, he probably will, but like we won't even care, to be honest.
God, I can't stand that. I just find him so annoying.
He's an asshole. That's why he's good at playing an asshole, because he's an asshole.
It's like when people say Logan Paul is a good heel. He's not a good heel because it's like, he's great at doing it. It's not acting though. He's genuinely just a dick.
Exactly. There's a difference, you know what I mean? Because
It's
there's
I always
people in wrestling that can play both sides. They can play a face and a heel, and they're usually a decent person. So
I always remember that sign that somebody had. I forget who it was for, but someone made a sign that said, "I just want you to know that I'm not booing you because you're a good heel. I'm booing you because I simply do not like you and I do not care to see you."
yeah, I do want
And
to talk about the concept of the LFG though.
it's NXT, but different. What do you mean?
It's like okay, so it's like NXT, but it's also like NXT, but season whatever the Nexus was a part of. It's like that one, the old NXT.
I guess
Makes it tough enough because of the drama and stuff like that,
mhm. I guess that's fairer to say.
and the abuse, I guess.
I mean, that part didn't have to come back.
Maybe not. They brought Bully Ray in for that job.
I need,
He was gonna be the abuser.
I need I need Triple H to come in for one episode and do the exact same speech he did in Tough Enough.
Exactly.
I need him to do the thing where he's like, "Where's your wife? You don't know. Where's your kids? You don't know. Where's your family? You don't know. Your balls hanging out of your shorts." I need him to do it.
In fact, this is what NXT, the old NXT, should have been. I feel like it should have been this. But the old NXT sucked, and they ran around a course and they jumped over things. And they won the competition, and they had matches, and then their mentors were there. And they didn't really combine well. It was bad.
Never forget that John Cena went out of his way to bury the whole group at SummerSlam 2010. Never
Yeah,
forget.
imagine trying to build up like new talent, and then they all just get destroyed by John Cena.
Love you now, John, but like, what the hell?
John Cena's earned his respect.
Love him now, but like, why? Like, what was the reason? Whose idea?
I'd love to know that story, but we're never gonna hear it, so it's fine.
Yeah, well, one day.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else we got to talk about?
There was this scare, so I went on Twitter. This is fake news, by the way. But I went on Twitter and I saw the first article I saw was Vince McMahon in talks with Fox to open new wrestling promotion. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I hope this is not true because it's so scary. And then the next tweet I see, it's Sean Ross Sapp saying, nah, I ain't heard nothing about that. So I say, oh, thank God.
I think
Thank God.
Fox shot that down too, didn't they?
That's what he said, I think. I don't remember, but something like that.
Isn't it? It's such a fascinating world to live in. I have a friend at work, and he went to a wrestling show recently, and he said to me,
How much did
one of,
that cost?
I don't know, I didn't ask, but he went to WWE show or Raw,
Oh my
and
God. He's broke.
no, he went with friends, and
Oh, okay. You know what?
probably
He's probably not broke.
didn't say he sat super close. It was a reasonable seat, I think.
At any price, man.
But he said he's went in there, he stopped, he looked around, he said to his friends, "How does it feel to know that we are officially more welcome in a WWE building than Vince McMahon himself?" And like that's still crazy to me that we live in a world where Vince McMahon is welcome nowhere near professional wrestling or anything anymore.
Yeah. I mean, there's people in the comments that were like, oh, Vince McMahon wouldn't do this now. I mean, he has so much to worry about. I feel like he would do that now. Like, he would try and be the center of attention, basically.
He might, he might
Like, isn't that something Vince McMahon would do? He would try and be the center of attention, get all the focus on him, start creating issues for people.
just before we move any further. Did you get away from your mic?
Can I get away from my mic? No.
Like, did you move away from it?
No.
Got a little quiet over.
Okay. Does that sound fine now?
Uh, turn it up a little more if you can.
I don't think. Okay, so did I sound quiet this whole time?
Not the whole time.
How do I sound?
Better.
Okay. Am I still good? Am I good? Am I good?
Yeah, still good.
All right, all right. So yeah, like I was saying, he'd want to be the center of attention, and he'd want to create problems for everyone else.
That's what. Speaking of McMahon's, that's not even the craziest McMahon related story that came out while we weren't doing Wrassle Recap. The Shane McMahon thing with AEW, that was the craziest thing.
Yeah, That actually did that. You know that I forgot about that. I forgot about
Me
that.
too. Me too, until we started talking about Vince. Thank you, Vince.
Yeah, thanks. No, I'm not gonna say thanks to him.
He was helpful this one time.
Okay. Yeah. And I mean, this one time, that was us. Okay, I'm gonna say us. We did that.
Yeah, I'm retracting my thanks. Thank you, me.
We did that. Thanks us. Yes.
But yeah, Shane McMahon apparently wanted to go to AEW and do stuff over there, but he wanted too
Oh,
much control.
he you
And
know he wanted to go to AEW and take control of everything.
which, listen, you know what? At this point, what harm would it have really done?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
You know,
I mean, look, okay, it would have been worse. It would have been way worse because think you don't want to give anything to a McMahon, especially right,
eh,
especially a McMahon who's already brainwashed by Vince McMahon. So
I don't think he is. Though.
that's what you think, but you don't know. Like, there's no way to tell what he would have been able to do, what he would have wanted to do. Wasn't there a story that he wanted to do some like MMA stuff in WWE at some point? I don't remember something along those lines, or
Shane,
open his own MMA thing or whatever. I forgot what it was.
that was '09, I think,
Oh nine, you think that?
when he wanted Vince to buy UFC.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he did want to do that. Yeah, or
You know,
allegedly. Yeah.
I remember that story from the documentary where he wanted to do something and Vince didn't. And Vince said, if you want to do this, you're going to have to stab me in the chest with this knife.
What I'm saying is he's seen what Vince McMahon was doing. And do you really think he thinks of other wrestling promotions as differently than WWE? Like the way that that was run?
I think he has ideas that are different from Vince.
Different than Vince, but on the same level of a TNA when it was bad, most likely.
It's hard with Shane because Shane really never got a chance to just do.
Exact. I mean, maybe that was for the best. You know what I mean?
I mean, do you
Because
remember
the thing
Raw
is,
Underground?
has anyone really ever, was that his creation?
Raw Underground?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he was there.
Okay. So, I mean, he was there. What was he doing there? I forgot.
He was like the guy, the hype guy. Remember? He had like a strip club vibe going on there. There was
Oh,
like
yeah, it
a
was a strip club thing.
he had like the strippers on the side, and he had well, they didn't call them strippers; they call them dancers. But like, you know what they were, you know. And
Yeah,
he had the ring with the no ropes, a bunch of guys surrounding the ring, guys and gals. It was something.
right. So yeah, honestly, I honestly don't want to even think about it. Okay, I don't want to think about what would happen if Shane McMahon took over AEW. Honestly, AEW is kind of killing it right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like right now,
Um,
their dynamites have been good. Some collisions have been good. Not saying I watched the show, but it's not bad
if you wouldn't watch the show, then how do you know it's not bad?
because of what I've heard from people that have criticized it in the past.
I
So,
literally just saw a clip today of
oh my
Christopher
god,
Daniels. Did you see that clip?
no, I didn't see that. What was that?
They caught him blading on live television.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
I mean, come on, like
You can't just judge AW's show quality off of that single segment, though.
it's every week, man.
Every week, yeah, of course, there's every week there's a mistake or whatever. Doesn't mean the whole show's bad.
They had Adam Copeland single-handedly destroy the Death Riders, a group that no one has been able to handle for months. They still have
But
not
then,
explained what the Death Riders want or are up to.
in my personal opinion, I think that's a bad idea because Adam Copeland he offers nothing. So, besides, he's a star. But I'm just saying, like, you'd want to give that to someone younger, I think,
I mean, there's a good
rather than
chance.
build your company around an old guy.
There's a good chance he wins the title at Revolution. I want that very clear. And it's hard for me to sit here and say that I don't want Edge to win something because I love Edge, but bro should not win that title.
Yeah, I do agree with you actually, because I mean, I've been probably look as much as I like Edge, I've been kind of rooting against him. I'm not gonna lie,
Because he
because I
keeps
don't want him to be that guy for Tony Khan like CM Punk was. So I'm not trying to see Tony Khan book around Edge. That's not what I'm trying to see.
I'm gonna need Jack Perry to do me a favor real quick. Go up to Edge and just piss him off a little bit.
And give him a concerto. Yeah.
Just piss Edge off a little bit backstage. Go talk about some real glass. Talk about how the Dudleys are better than he'll ever be. You know, I need another all-in incident so we can get Edge back. You know what I
Have
mean?
you seen Edge's spear
Recently, no.
ever in your life?
Yes, yes, I have.
It is the most weakest thing I've ever seen.
Like, man, it's still Edge.
Still Edge. I'm just saying. This guy ain't got no power. I'm telling you, if you punch Jungle Boy in the face, I highly doubt that's gonna do anything.
I don't know what he does. I don't know how good he is.
More than likely, he ain't as good as CM Punk, who trained in the
He got
UFC and
Listen.
whatever.
He got mixed by 40-year-old CM Punk. I don't think he's really throwing hands like that,
40 CM Punk, but he's an MMA fighter.
bro. He was a failed MMA fighter.
Failed MMA fighter who knows the basic skills, okay?
Questionable at best.
Questionable at best to a professional MMA fighter, but to Jungle Boy, it's the best thing he's ever seen.
Calling CM Punk a professional UFC fighter is actually insane.
Yeah, he was, and he doesn't have the best record, so.
It's actually insane to say that. It really is.
Yeah, the worst fight, one of the worst fights I've ever seen, to be
Two.
honest.
Two of the worst fights you've ever seen.
That shit was so embarrassing, really.
Two of the worst. And you're going to sit here and tell me this professional fighter. Okay.
Well, he's a professional fighter, and that means a lot of people could be if they wanted to be. Bobby Lashley is the real deal, though.
I mean, if I was a UFC fighter personally, I'm insulted by what you just said. I'm just throwing it up.
Wait, me for like saying that CM Punk's a professional fighter?
Yes.
Well, he used to is. I mean, that's someone else's fault. Okay, it's not mine.
That was someone else's fault. You said it.
Because they brought him in. Okay, it's not my fault for him being in the UFC with no
Just because you're
experience.
there doesn't mean you're a professional.
Of course he is.
No, it does not.
Of course, that's what that means.
I'd argue it.
No,
I
he
am
fought
arguing it.
professional fighters. That's what he did.
He was toyed with by professional fighters. That's very different.
Toyed with things. They was so bad. It was so bad.
The fighter that fought him got yelled at by Dana White because he was toying with him the whole time and could have ended it sooner, like a lot sooner. Does not make you a professional.
He could have, and I haven't seen that guy since. So
Because of that.
he might have actually done something since, but I have not seen it.
If you haven't, it's probably because of that.
Probably why? Yeah. He will not go far if you start doing that.
Anyway, we're running short on time.
We have to do something else. Got other plans. Sorry, guys.
Got anything else to talk about?
No, that's about it. We were kind of just going off the rails.
You mean off the rails?
Off the rails. It was going off the rails. We got into UFC territory.
Hey, whenever this whole thing, Wrassle Recap's
My
about
mic
going where it
started
takes.
fucking. My mic started fucking up. We went to the UFC. That sounds like off the rails to me.
It's about going where the wind takes you.
Exactly.
That is this podcast. But anyway, you want to do the very first outro since returning, or do you want me to do that honor?
Yeah, I'll do it. Go follow the Story Possibly Can every single social media platform, podcasting platform, leave a 5-star review. We'll see you in the next. Well, like, comment, share, subscribe. See you next one. Bye.